All aboard for the transcribed premiere production, The Cruise of the Paul Parrot, that thrilling story of whaling days and buried treasure. When last we left our friends, Captain Dalton, Johnny, and Sue, and First Mate Wainwright, they had just released old Dickon, who had been trussed up by Red Mulhooley, and Ezekiel Kipp, who are trying to keep Ezra Grange and Johnny, the rightful owners, from taking possession of the mineral deposit on the island of Galto. After releasing Dickon, the party was too late to return to their boat, as old Smoky Mouth, the volcano which had been threatening all evening, began to erupt, throwing spurts of flame around the island side. Safety was found in an old cave at the base of the mountain, where we find our friends now.
Thank your lucky compass, I saw this cave as we were sneaking up on the cabin.
Aye, Captain Dalton, you may lay to that. But it's a dingy old hole. It makes me feel funny like to be in it.
Any port in the storm? Right, sure, Polly. We ain't been here long enough to tell how safe aboard this here cave is.
I think it'll be safe enough, Dickon. You, Sue, and Johnny, stand away from that entrance. No telling how close those ashes will come.
We'll be careful, Captain Dalton. I was just trying to see what became of Red Mulhooley. It's as light as day from the flames of Smoky Mouth.
Well, I'm not worrying about Mulhooley. I was thinking about that old man that Red knocked down and left lying up there on that cliff behind the cabin.
You're right, Johnny. He's in the open with no protection from the ashes of the volcano.
Avast, Wainwright. You know I never gave that a thought. He's an old buzzard, Ezekiel Kipp, but I don't like to see a helpless old man in danger, buzzard or no.
And neither do I, Captain Dalton. Can we do anything to help him?
There he is, Captain Dalton, running across that clearing.
Who, the old man?
No, Red Mulhooley.
Yes, I see him. He's running toward the cabin.
How will you look at the ashes falling all around him? Blimey, this here's no night for man or beast.
No night for man or beast.
In time of danger, when a man's life's at stake, be friend or enemy, it gives you a peculiar feeling to stand by helpless like and be able to do nothing for the poor rascal.
Aye, that's what makes you the man you are, Captain Dalton. Blast me gizzard if it don't.
Is there nothing we can do at all, Captain Dalton, to save old man Kipp anyway?
I'm afraid not, lad. If I thought there was one chance in a million of getting him through that smoke and ash, I believe I'd risk the try.
If anyone goes for the old sea moose, it'll be me, Roy.
Look, Mulhooley's made the cabin. There he is, standing in front of the door.
Oh, those red cinders just missed him.
Mulhooley! Red Mulhooley!
Captain Dalton is calling to Mulhooley. I wonder why.
I don't know. Let's wait and see.
Avast! Mulhooley!
Who's there? Who's a calling?
Mulhooley, this is Captain Dalton. Can you see me?
Blimey, Captain Dalton. We can see him by the light of old Smoky Mouth, but he can't see us. It's too dark where we are.
You're right, Dickon. Mulhooley, can you tell which direction my voice is coming from?
Yeah, I'm looking that way. What about it?
Simmer down, you slimy wharf rat. Captain Dalton's trying to help you.
No, you don't. It's a trick. But you don't fool me. You're trying to capture me, blast you.
Well, stay down there, you lop-eared buzzard. You think it'd be safer there than up here, even if we ought to skin your hulk.
You know, Sue, in spite of what Red Mulhooley has done to us, I feel sorry for him now. Just like Captain Dalton said.
Yes, Captain Dalton was right, all right. Gee, I wouldn't like to be where Mulhooley is now, with all that fire and sparks falling all around him.
Look, he's gone inside the cabin.
Well, there's no use wasting our breath on Mulhooley. He'd rather take a chance inside the cabin than be captured by us, I guess.
Oh, Captain Dalton, look!
What's up, lad?
The cabin, where Mulhooley went into.
What about it, me hearty? It's still there?
Yes, but didn't you see those sparks fly on the roof of the cabin?
Well, maybe they'll die out.
No, I'm afraid not. From the looks of things, it hasn't rained in days around these parts. And that dry straw thatch on the roof will catch fire in the blinking of an eye.
Capsize me mast. It has caught ablaze. Look.
Oh, he'll be caught.
Yes, it sure is burning fast.
Mulhooley, come outside. The cabin's afire.
It's a trick. You won't get me outside.
All right, you blithering idiot. Find out for yourself.
There goes the cabin. The whole thing's aflame.
Mulhooley, you'd better get out of there.
I'm trying to. Something's holding the door. It won't budge. Help! Help! I can't get out. Help!
Poor lover. No one deserves an end like that, no matter how bad they are.
Man, the pot makes me sprang a leak. If only something would spring a leak, and a little water would do a lot of good right now.
Avast! The cabin's caving in. Good Lord!
Mr. Nicholson.
Aye, Mr. Grange.
Nicholson, we've got to do something. My sister and the rest on that volcanic island. We've got to get them off.
Take it easy, Mr. Grange. There's nothing we can do about it right now. The hot cinders that volcano is throwing out won't permit us getting any closer to land.
I'll never forgive myself for this. We never should have come on this trip.
I wouldn't say that, sir. The chance for a treasure is hard to pass up.
Oh, the money in the world is not worth this.
Oh, if only we could get through to them.
All this fretting may be for naught, Mr. Grange. I have an idea Dalton has found a shelter for the lot of them till this fiery squall blows over. Eh, Buscetta?
Hey, Mr. Nicholson. This is not first time I have seen Captain Dalton face danger, but always he sails through the gale with upright mast. The captain, he is very brave sailor.
Well, that may be true on board ship, but he's not on board ship right this moment.
That is very true, Mr. Grange, but all the better. On land, if one place catch fire, move to other place. On shipboard, ship catch fire, no place else to go. That is pretty good, eh?
Buscara, I don't care for your humor at a time like this.
Now, Mr. Grange, I think Buscetta in his crude way was merely trying to cheer you a bit.
Yes, I'm sorry, Buscara. These nerves of mine are too much for me. Nicholson, I feel so helpless. What can we do? What can we do, man?
I think we do something pretty quick now.
Why, what do you mean?
Wind coming up. I think maybe gale to port side.
Oh, so much the worse. The wind will whip that island into a howling furnace.
No, Buscara think not. Tonight and very soon it will rain. This is time of year in these parts for squall.
That would be good fortune.
By the gods, man, I think you're right. A drop struck my face. Or am I just imagining it?
No, I felt it too.
Buscara ply these waters many times. Buscara knows. Soon you will see.
Buscara, you're a prophet.
Aye, you're right there, Mr. Grange. Here it comes.
Thank the Lord. Buscara, I repeat, you're a prophet and a mighty good one at that.
No, Buscara no prophet. Buscara just good sailor.
Look at that rain come down. Foam it down, it's coming in sheets.
Yes, look. Already the flames on the island seem to be subsiding.
The rumbling of Smoky Mouth doesn't seem as loud either.
Nicholson, make ready to lower away in the boats. We're going back to the island.
Aye, aye, sir. Buscetta, all hands on deck. We're headed for port.
Aye, aye, sir. All hands on deck. Man the boat. All hands on deck. Man the boat.
Avast, me hearties. It's growing darker outside the cave. I believe the rain has cooled old Smoky Mouth off a bit.
To the oars, men, there's a lull.
And I'm mighty thankful to see it, Polly. Too bad it didn't come a little sooner.
Aye, Mr. Wainwright. If it had, we'd still have those two wolf rats to contend with.
Yes, it's getting pretty dark now. I've noticed the rumblings about let up. Perhaps the danger is past.
Can we leave the cave now, Captain Dalton?
I think we'd better wait just a little longer, just to make sure.
Poor brother Ezra will be sick worrying about us, I know.
I know, but he's waited this long, he can wait a little longer. I'm going to be certain the danger's really past.
Right you are, Roy. But with the rain coming down as it has for the past few minutes, I think we're pretty safe.
Oh, what was that?
Someone fired a shot.
Avast there! Who's that blasting away?
Skullduggery! Batten down the hatch. Which way did it come from?
That's what I'd like to know.
Oh, blast the luck.
Did it get you, matey?
Just grazed my shoulder, Roy. But don't like being a target to some maniac.
Oh, but it's dark in here. How can anyone see from outside to shoot at us?
That didn't feel like it came from outside. It grazed the back of my shoulder. I was facing outside.
Yes, and from back of you, your outline shows up clear.
It certainly does.
Avast then. That means the shot came from somewhere in this cave.
Blimey! Who's that?
It is in the cave.
Stand where you are, all of you. I've got the bead on you, every one of you.
Slow me down, man. Who are you?
I'm the owner of this island, and you all had better get off. Understand?
Ezekiel Kip. Old man, we're not here to do you harm.
Yeah, you can't fool Ezekiel Kip. I've got the bead on you.
Kip, wherever you are, how'd you get in this cave?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Why, you old buzzard. To think we thought you were in danger out there. We were feeling sorry for you.
Sink is rigging. So, you'd like to know how I got in the cave, eh? Well, there happens to be another entrance to it around the island. When I woke up after that red Mulhooley sent me out there, I hurried around to the other entrance, thinking Mulhooley would make for the mouth of the cave. Where is he? Where is he? I'll teach him to capsize my hook, the swab.
Mr. Kip, I don't think you'll have to worry about Mulhooley any longer. He was trapped in your cabin when it caught fire.
My cabin afire? My. That means I'll have to build another one. That makes the 8th cabin I've built on this island.
But, Kip, We'll help you build another one if you'll only be reasonable.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No use trying to get on my good side. I've got a bead on you. Now get off my island. It's mine.
Ezekiel Kip, I've come after my treasure.
Who said that? Whose voice was that?
Mine, Johnny Robbins. You stole this treasure from my father.
Robbins? Robbins? You're a ghost. You're a ghost.
Johnny, don't get him excited. He's liable to start shooting again.
But Captain Dalton, he's not going to chase us off this island. He has no right to.
Johnny's right, Captain Dalton.
I know, but we've got to handle this old man the right way. He has the drop on us. We can see him way back there in the tunnel of his cave.
Hurry up now. Get off. Get off. I'm going to count 3. And if you're knocked on your way by then, I'll start shooting again. And this time, I won't miss.
Oh, Captain Dalton, he means it.
1.
I'm afraid he does. Wait till he counts 2, then everybody drop to their stomachs on the floor of the cave.
2.
Now, everybody down.
3.
Say, old Kip meant business that time. I wonder if Johnny and Sue and all the rest dropped in time before he shot. And what about Grange and the crew that were making ready to return to the island? Will they get there in time to save our friends from harm at the hands of the madman Ezekiel Kip? Well, there's only one way to find out. Be sure to listen to the next exciting adventure of Johnny, Sue, Captain Dalton, and all the rest of the crew on the cruise of the Paul Parrot. This is your Paul Parrot announcer, Dave Ward, speaking and saying for now, all aboard for the transcribed premiere production, The Cruise of the Paul Parrot. That exciting story of whaling days and buried treasure. Captain Dalton and First Mate Wainwright, assisted by Johnny and Sue, and led to the spot by Paul Parrot, have discovered Dickon, where he was held in the old shack by Red Mulhooley and Ezekiel Kip. Although Kip and Mulhooley had planned to ambush the captain and Wainwright near the shack, their plan was upset by Johnny and Sue, who rolled rocks on them from the rear. In a rage, Mulhooley knocks out Kip and flees, and at this moment, old Smoky Mouth begins to erupt in earnest. Captain Dalton, Wainwright, Dickon, Johnny, and Sue take shelter in a cave they discover nearby. Just as the force of the eruption begins to slacken, Kip comes upon our friends from the rear of the cave and starts shooting. Everyone drops to the ground, and it is in this predicament that we find our friends as...
Lasky, you think you can save your skins by dodging, eh? I'll rake this cave with shot until you...
If you raise that gun again, you'll never make another move.
Eh? Where'd you come from? You lovers?
Jowett, you got here just in time.
Batten down the hatch. It's Jowett and Buscala coming from the back of the cave.
Throw down that gun on the ground. Stand aside.
All clear, Captain Dalton. You can rise now.
Blow me down. We've had a number of close calls tonight. But I'd like to know how the second and third mates got ashore. You left aboard the Paul Parrot only an hour ago, Jowett.
Well, sir, when we aboard the Paul Parrot saw the volcano here go into action for fair, we were feared for your safety, sir. But it started to rain about 30 minutes ago, so we left Mr. Nicholson in charge of the Paul Parrot, and Mr. Grange and Buscara and me with a handful of men come ashore to hunt for you.
Aye, aye. And it looked like we no find you too soon.
Men, I'll not forget your ready assistance, you may later that. But I can't understand where you came from.
Yes, and old man Kip here came from the back of the cave, too.
There must be another entrance.
Aye, aye, Miss Sue. You're right. We headed first of all straight for the mine we were to work. And when we got there, we found a trench dug in front of it that looked suspicious.
Blow me down. That's the bloomin' pitfall I fell into when we first found the mine.
Aye, Dickon. That's what Mr. Grange told us. And he had a hunch that it might lead somewhere. So he told us to climb down into it and find out, while he stayed at the mine. We climbed below, found a cave opening into it, and it led us here. And just in time to catch that sprat a-shooting at you.
But why did Ezra stay at the mine?
Well, it seems something happened to it.
Something's happened to the mine. Blow me down, Kip, if you've done something to this mine.
Don't hit me. Don't hit me. You've got me now. I'll try to do you no more harm. That lubber Red Mulhooley is Bill scum. I found. I'm his mate no more. I throw myself on your mercy, Captain.
You don't deserve any mercy, you buzzard. You might have killed us all with your blasted wild shooting.
I know it. I know it. I always go wild when I get my hands on a gun. But I swear I'll do no more harm. And I swear I ain't done nothing to the mine since he saw it last.
He's a rat. He's a builder rat. He may eat a rat. Do that, Paul. Well, Captain, we'd better be getting to the mine and see what Mr. Grange found.
Aye, aye, Dickon. We'd best put on full sail and steer our course to the mine.
We may as well go back through the cave, the way Jowett and Buscara came in. That's a short course.
Right you are, Mr. Wainwright. Ah, then, Kip, this is your own private passage to the mine, huh?
Aye, Captain. It's a natural cave, and I found it when I started to work the mine. Then I dug that pitfall at the head of the cave, just ahead of the mineral deposit, to trap anybody who blundered ashore and got too curious about what I was doing at the time.
Ah, it's all getting clear now. Do you realize, Kip, that you haven't any right to work this mine anymore since you've sold out your interest to Mr. Grange some years ago?
Aye, aye. But I was hoping he'd never follow up my map.
You're a villain, Kip. First you cheat your own partner, Jonathan Robbins, out of the map many years ago, and then you go back on your bargain with Grange.
It's all gospel truth, Captain. But avast, what's Grange doing for Jonathan Robbins? Robbins don't even know there's anyone looking for the treasure, which is rightful half his.
He may not know of it, but he'll get his share. Mr. Grange will see to that. Avast, Ezekiel Kip, do you know who this lad is here?
Blow me,
I'll tell you who I am. I'm the son of the man you cheated. I'm the son of Jonathan Robbins.
Oh, I thought so. Lash me athwart. It's vengeance coming back on me for my own evil doing. I see it before my eyes, the very face of the man I cheated. I, mate, I'm scuttled. From now on, my fate is in your hands. What I get is coming to me.
Kip, for all your evil doing, there's some good in you, or you wouldn't admit it. I, for one, am willing to see you get a fair trial, and I'll go as easy on you as I can. You may lay to that.
Thank you, Captain. You're a true seaman, a man's man, and one I'd be proud to work under. That scum O'Hooley never liked ye, and now I can see why. His kind never sails with none but foul winds.
Well, Hooley. I had almost forgotten. I'm afraid he perished when your shack burned up back there from the hot volcanic ashes falling on it. He wouldn't come out. He didn't trust us.
He's a tough swab, Captain. I doubt that you've seen the last of him.
Look! The cave is leading into an open trench.
It's the pitfall Dickon fell into yesterday.
We can scale the side easy now. The slope we cut in the side to help Dickon out is still there.
Avast! Avast! There's Mr. Grange and the men by the mine.
Why, the mine's gone.
Blew me down.
I told you something had happened to it, sir.
Avast, Mr. Grange. We're all here, safe and sound.
Thank heavens you're all here. Oh, Sue, my dear.
Oh, Ezra, aren't you glad everything's cleared up?
Indeed I am, Sue. And Johnny, you're safe, too. And Dickon.
Aye, aye, sir. All hail and all here's a pine spar.
And what's this? Ezekiel Kip. So, you scoundrel, we've caught up with you. You tried to sneak out of your bargain with me.
Mr. Grange, sir, before you tongue-lash me, let me say I yield all my rights to you. I've been a rat, and I'll take that as I have coming to me.
Well, this is a little unexpected. After all, I haven't always been very honest. My first plan for this treasure was to get it all for myself, leaving Johnny here out of his rightful share. But I saw my mistake when it was almost too late. I'm not exactly one who should criticize too harshly. Kip, we'll talk it over later. Right now, we've another problem on our hands.
Now I see what's happened here. Blow me down. During the eruption, a whole slab of the mountain slipped down and covered up the mine.
That's it exactly, Captain Dalton. It's covered to a depth too great to dig through, and most of it's rock.
Then must we give up our search for the minerals?
You can't do that. Mr. Grange, do you know just what this mine is?
Well,
Have you found that out?
I only suspect, Kip. You know, you never told me exactly what it was when I bought your map. You only hinted.
It's diamonds.
Diamonds?
Diamonds?
Blow me
Oh,
down.
Johnny, it's diamonds.
You see, when Jonathan Robbins and me came ashore here many years ago for water, Jonathan saw them strange rocks at the foot of the volcano. I'd been in Africa, and so I knew rough diamonds when I see 'em. So we knew we'd struck it rich, and no mistake.
Well, blow me down. If it's diamonds we're after, we've got to get down to that mine.
Yes, Captain, but I don't see how we can dig down to it with just picks and shovels.
Avast, I have it. Ascension Island, a British possession, lies south of this island of Galto. If we sail there, I'll wager we can buy explosives and blast this landslide from above the mine.
Excellent, Captain, excellent. You've hit upon it. Let's start at once.
Aye, aye, sir. We'll all head back to the Parrot at once. Do you realize that it's morning? We've been ashore here all night. With the light from that volcano, we've been able to see everything, and we hardly realized it was dark around us.
Lash me to a yardarm. We could all use a little rest.
Aye, Mr. Wainwright. Ahoy, men, to the beach. We're heading for the Parrot. Now, first we'll cut in the whale that Dickon caught and that we've been towing for several days. And then in a couple days, we'll be sailing into Georgetown on Ascension Island.
Diamonds and rubies and pieces of eight.
Listen, Dickon. Even Paul Parrot's got treasure on his mind.
Blow me down, lass. Why, we're all excited about it.
I'm surprised that we should find diamonds on an island in the middle of the ocean. It doesn't sound right.
Well, Johnny, as I understand it, Captain Dalton says diamonds are pure carbon and are found in places where there was once volcanoes.
I know all about it. My brother Ezra says that they're made by extreme heat and pressure in the earth. And, of course, where there's volcanic activity, they're most likely to be found. Since the secret island of Galta was just a big volcano, it's not surprising that you'd find them there.
Land ho! Here's my dolphin starboard bow! Land ho!
Well, blow me down, we've raised land. Avast, there it is, dead ahead. Look, it's Ascension Island, you may lay to that.
Look at the big mountain.
It's a good deal bigger than our island, but it looks a lot like it.
Aye, lad. Like all of these islands in the Atlantic, it's volcanic, very rocky and rough. That big mountain, Green Mountain they calls it, it's a dead volcano.
What part of the island are we heading for, Dickon?
Well, Captain Dalton is setting his course for the settlement on the North Shore. Georgetown, they calls it. The people on the bloomin' island calls it Garrison, because the island is owned by England, and the British naval captain is the governor. There's a naval base there, too, and that's where Captain Dalton plans to buy explosives to clear the mine back in Galta.
Oh, blow me down. I see something through the glass I don't like.
Why, what's the matter, Captain?
On the west side of the island, there's a big home owned by some English folks who came to Ascension Island for their health. You see, it's a healthy spot with its sun and steady climate. I've met these folks before when ships I've been on have stopped here for supplies.
But, Captain, what's wrong about it?
I can see the house plain through the glass here. And it's on fire.
On fire, sir?
Aye, Dickon. And there's a strange ship at anchor just off the shore near us that I don't like the looks of. You see, the house is out of sight of the garrison at Georgetown. And this is the way I chart it. Some blasted privateer is raiding the home. They're wealthy folk, and they'd make good game for some sea rats I know of.
Captain Dalton, what are you going to do?
I know what I'm going to do. Helmsman, Mr. Nicholson at the helm. Change your course. We're not putting ashore at the garrison. Head for the west shore. There's trouble there, and I plan to straighten it out.
Rah! Breakers ahead! Breakers ahead!
It looks as if our friends no sooner get out of one tight place before they find themselves in another. Will Captain Dalton have a fight on his hands when he meets this ship he suspects of being a privateer? Just what is happening at the burning house on Ascension Island? Now that we know the mineral treasure is diamonds, the search back on Galto will be more exciting than ever. And by the way, what has happened to Red Mulhooley? Is he still alive? To follow the further adventures of Captain Dalton and his friends, be sure to listen to the next episode of The Cruise of the Parrot. Your Parrot announcer is